Hey, what's up guys, Fanatic. So today's video, I get a lot of inquiries and a lot of questions on my Instagram feed and also on my YouTube channel. Is the Fanatic wheel cleaning foam safe for ceramic brakes? I'm gonna break it all down for you. I'm gonna show you step by step the process, all the tools, and how to safely clean ceramic brakes, whether it's on your high performance exotic car or if you're a mobile detailer and you're gonna go to a client's house. I'm gonna show you some safe, easy tips. You don't need a pressure washer, and the advantage of having a car with ceramic brakes is that you don't get all that black, nasty carbon dust. I mean, you can see it here. There's about 80 miles on my AMG GTR. You can see the brakes are pretty, got a lot of brake dust in there. The wheels are dirty. All inside there, it's all dirty. So these wheels need to be cleaned. I'm gonna show you guys step by step on how to do it right now. And also I'm gonna show you guys a quick little tip on how to use the Fanatic wheel cleaner in the new Solo foamers. My little tip on dilution ratio. A lot of people don't like to read the labels on the bottles, or, I mean, it is fine print, it's a little bit hard to read, but you could also head over to the Fanatic website. Anybody that buys this product on Amazon or even through our store, if you have any questions, go to the website. It'll break down all the instructions for you on how to dilute it, how to mix it, how to use it, and also it's safe for all finishes, including anodized, polished, chrome, painted, powder coated, all of that stuff. So when I designed this product, this situation of how this all led, way before I started social media, this was a personal development of why I did this. I had a 2015 Mustang GT Performance Pack back in 2014. I got the car in October of 2014, and that car came with 6-piston Brembo brakes that had a gray anodized finish. If you guys are familiar with those, the Shelby GT350s had them, a lot of the Mustangs had them, Maserati, Dodge, a lot of brands have those. The problem is, depending on the wheel cleaner and even the soap you use, you could damage those brake calipers almost instantly if you're using the wrong product. You'll get white staining, you'll destroy them, and you cannot do anything about it except pull them off the car and send them out to get refinished. So I'm gonna show you guys really quick a couple of tips on how I do this, and also I just wanna emphasize that our product was specifically designed to protect ceramic brakes, the anodized on the rotor hats, and all the finishes that we work with. Also, another claim to fame that I like to emphasize too is that there's no harsh chemicals or fumes. So when you use this, you can use gloves. You don't have to use gloves. You don't need a respirator. You're not gonna get that burnt skunk iron activator smell, and you're also not gonna damage your asphalt or concrete. So let me get the tools right now. I'll show you guys start to finish and how we're gonna do this. All right, guys, so I have a rubber mat on the floor. I'm just gonna show you guys a couple of the tools that we're gonna use today. So we have a soft-faced detailing brush. This is what I'm gonna use to agitate some of the wheel cleaner on the spokes of the wheels. We have one of my modified wheel woolies. These are absolutely outstanding with the weighted handle to get inside the barrel. Now, if you have a vehicle like this, where you have limited caliper clearance, I'll show you guys right now, you can't get the wheel woolly in here at all. So now you're gonna have a section, about 30% of your wheel, you're not gonna be able to clean the barrel unless you roll it back, which becomes a huge inconvenience. Now, I have a little apparatus here. I'll show you. I did a little electrical cable tie on here, and I'm able to go in all my cars that have tight caliper to brake barrel clearance, and I could go in there and I could clean it 1, 2, 3. Also, let me show you here. We have another one of my modified little creations. This I use to clean around the wheel lugs inside the pockets, okay? This is custom made, I don't sell these. And this is a brush. A lot of people think it's a toilet brush. It's not a toilet brush. I did a video on this on the Fanatic channel. Go back and watch it. This is the OXO bottle cleaning brush, one of the best brushes to clean wheel barrels, and also you have more caliper to barrel clearance with this brush than you actually do with this brush on a lot of cars. So we have a bucket over here. We're gonna keep all our tools submerged in the bucket. Okay, we have some Fanatic wheel cleaner already in there, and we're gonna be using a garden hose. One of my clients that just bought a bundle pack, he was asking me, he's like, hey Phil, I wanna use a small foamer. I never had one before. What is your dilution ratio? Now we have dilution ratios outlined on the bottle, but a lot of people don't like to read. A lot of people get confused, but I just want to show you guys, if you're using a small foamer like the Solo foamer, I like to fill it up 3/4 to the ribs, okay? So you have a bunch of ribs that start here and they end right here. So I'm at about 3/4. So we already have some DI water. This is what I like to do. This is my dilution recommendation if you're using a small foamer. And also, we're not doing heavily saturated wheels with brake dust. So to start out, I like to add a capful of the wheel cleaner concentrate. Now, if you're working on a car that's got severe brake dust, I would suggest 2 capfuls. So FYI, word of advice, if you guys want some tips on how to use the wheel cleaner concentrate Start with a capful in the foamer, like I show you here. So we're gonna screw this back on, and I absolutely love this foamer because you can change the density on the fly. Now, before you charge it, you're gonna wanna give it a really good shake, and we're charging this with the air compressor. Okay, so it's gonna have its built-in blow-off valve. If you want, you could still pump it up. It's not an issue whatsoever. You can see it's gonna bleed out because we already just charged it up. So all the foamers that we sell through the Auto Fanatic website exclusively are going to come with the built-in Schrader valve. So let's get started right now, and I'll show you guys start to finish and how to clean ceramic brakes safely and easily with a garden hose and a couple of simple tips. All right, guys, we're back. So you're gonna wanna set your density. I like to set the density not full dry, okay? So this is full dry. I like to set it about 20% back. And you can see you get really nice foam atomization. You want to thin it out and get a little bit more pressure. Just do that right there. And make sure you always get into the barrel. The barrel is like one of the misused things that people don't ever clean. And the more it cakes up, the more damage you're going to do to the actual wheel finish. Okay. Now, step one, you're gonna foam up your wheels. Step two, I like to do, this is my little lug pocket brush. I like to kind of go in there first. You can possibly see it in the camera. If the camera picks it up, you can see all the dirt that's coming out. Then I like to save the barrels for last because I want to let the wheel cleaner kind of sit on the surface and kind of break down what's there. You also want to do your brake caliper. Don't ever miss that if you're doing it. This brush is super nice and it's safe to kind of do any wheel finish without scratching, especially if you have gloss black and matte black wheels. If you use the wrong brush, like some of those real stiff bristle nylon brushes, you will scratch the finish really badly. And the only way around that is you're gonna have to refinish your wheels. Okay, you can possibly see it. Let me grab the camera. You can see, okay, that's what's coming off with the ceramic brakes right there. So you can kind of see it's breaking whatever's in there down, which is resins and the composites. A lot of people don't realize this. Any kind of composite, whether you're Kevlar, fiberglass, carbon fiber, if you actually took the strands in your hand, they're very sharp like needles. They will actually pierce your skin. So even though carbon ceramic brakes are not as corrosive like an iron carbon compound, like with conventional steel rotors, you still have to keep them clean so you don't scratch your finish, okay? So now we're going in here with the modified Auto Fanatic wheel Woolly. Kind of get all the way in the back. Okay, now we got to stop here. We can't go any further with this tool because it just won't work. So now we got to use this tool. And before I go further, I'm just going to put a little bit more wheel cleaning foam on there, just because we want to make sure that there's good lubrication. And our product has such amazing work time and lubrication. And look, we could kind of go in here. I may look into seeing if I could source these materials and start selling these, because this is a huge problem on performance cars. Whether you have a BMW, an Alfa, a Porsche, and a lot of these cars that are doing the staggered 19s in the front and 20s in the rear, you're running into this issue where you can't clean the barrels properly because you can't get a tool in there. Okay, so we're pretty much done with that. I'm gonna go grab the garden hose right behind me. And the beauty about the ceramic brakes and also using DI water, you don't get corrosion. So let me grab the Ego blower. Grab the camera. All right, guys, so that's it. That wheel is 100% clean. You can see it in the barrel, in the lug pockets, everywhere. There's no staining in my driveway. There's no fumes. It was fun doing this video. And like I said, now I have some prior Auto Fanatic Mega Gloss on the tires. I just put them on, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago. I'm just gonna go over it, redress the tires, finish up the other 3 wheels, and give the car a quick waterless wash, and I'm gonna hit a car event in a couple of hours. So just wanted to shoot this video and re-emphasize, yes, our Auto Fanatic wheel cleaner is one of the safest wheel cleaner concentrates you're gonna use. Also super value, because like I said, you can just use a capful in your foamer like I showed you and foam up the wheels. And word of advice, if you guys are confused about dilutions with the smaller foamers, start with 1 capful, go to 2 capfuls. If you're really working on some pretty aggressive stuff, you can go to 3 capfuls, but 1 to 2 capfuls is gonna kind of do everything you need to get done, and you don't need a pressure washer. Now, if you had a pressure washer, the advantage is you're going to get more of an agitation effect, where if you do miss some spots with your detail brushes and you're working on conventional steel rotors where you get a lot of crud that sticks in there, the pressure washer is gonna make you do a better job quicker and make sure you don't miss any spots. It'll kind of be your backup plan. So thanks for watching this video. Head over to the Auto Fanatic website today. Order an Auto Fanatic professional wheel cleaning bundle with the modified solo foamers. You guys are gonna absolutely love them. We got them in stock, and like I said, whether it's ceramic brakes or standard brakes, you can knock them out safely and easy. I'll see you guys soon.